Hello. Today's video comes from what must be one of the highest and most exposed football grounds in the country, and also a place where a very famous former England international started his career. Come and have a look with me. So today I'm in the village of Towlaw, Towlaw, in County Durham, and look, you can see just how far in the countryside we are, with the beautiful views over towards Weardale over there. And if you come right round here, you can see the lights over there of the football grounds we're going to go and look at, Towlaw town. So a few words about Towlaw. Towlaw comes from the Old English word Tortlaw, which means mound on the hill, because originally there was a house here that was a mound on the hill. It's got a population of about 2,000 these days, but in the 19th century had a population of up to, say, 5,000, and it grew as a result of some ironworks, and the ground that we're going to look at is actually called the Ironworks Ground. So just as we come to the top of the hill here, we have the signpost. So the football club to the left. Let's go and have. Okay, apologies that video cut off a little bit there. So Towlaw Town were formed in 1890. They play in the Northern League. And they're very famous for being the first non-league club of Chris Waddle, former England international and Marseille, Tottenham and Newcastle player, who played here from 1978 to 1980 until he got his first contract at Newcastle. You can just see the lights in the background there. Let's have a walk down this hill. So you might be getting an idea already about one of the most noticeable things about this ground, and that's the fact it's on a hill. So the ground has a pretty big slope when you get to it. As I was saying earlier on, the village grew due to the ironworks, and this is Ironworks Road, so I assume the ironworks are either at the top or the bottom of this hill. Yeah, formed in 1890, and the club's two most famous occasions were probably reaching the FA Vase final in 1998 when they lost to Tiverton, but took about 4,000 fans down there. But also in 1967-68 they got to the FA Cup second round, and in the first round they beat professional team Mansfield Town 5-1 here at the Ironworks Ground. They also beat Shrewsbury in a replay, and they got to a replay against Shrewsbury, and if they'd won they would have played Arsenal, and apparently Arsenal thought it would be an absolute fate worse than death to have to come up here in January, and you can see why. It's a nice August day today, but believe me, this place gets really exposed in winter. In fact, the village can sometimes get cut off by snow and ice. And here we are at the ground, which is open. Yay! Right, well, what a stroke of luck with the ground being open. You can tell from the gates that the team play in black and white stripes, a bit like Newcastle United, not too far away. And look at this, we actually have a wind turbine here, which must be one of the most best entrepreneurial things considering the site of the ground. It's even windy now, and it's the middle of August. I have to apologise for the wind on this, it probably spoils the video, but anyway, you can see how exposed the ground is just by looking at the background. I love the picture of the crest there, not just the one on the left but the one on the right that you can see. It's really cool. And you can see it's a pretty well developed ground, isn't it? You've got a little bit of terracing behind the goal to the left at the clubhouse end, a nice stand over there that's being well kept with that crest behind it again and the name. And you've got a covered terrace at the other end, and all along this side is a terrace as well. Even though I'm apologising for the wind, it probably gives a very authentic experience of the ground, to be honest. Imagine this on a really winter's day. Anyway, in that cup match I mentioned earlier against Mansfield, they managed to squeeze 5,000 into this ground. Can you imagine that now with health and safety? Might get 3,000 in though, considering the terracing. Just up in this corner you get an idea of the slope on the pitch, especially coming from the corner flag over there, down this side. It's quite pronounced. I also like the couple of, well, what is it, 12 or so seats behind the goal there to the right. Ah, great news, there's a gate open right at the top end as well, so we can get a better look around. I don't know about you, but I really love these authentic grounds with, you know, proper old stands and pitches and terracing, etc. Again, you can sort of see the scope of the hill there, look. It's amazing that they've kept the slope so small when you think of the hill that we're actually on. Oh, if I didn't mention before, the club's nickname is the Lawyers. There's that cool badge again with the lawyer in the middle, look. Scales of justice on either side and the football boots on the right and left. Established 1890. And this is the view you'll get from behind the goal on match day. Come on, you liars. Yeah, you can really feel the slope once you're down here. Can you imagine Arsenal having to come and play here in 1968 on this slope in the snow? Well, luckily for them they didn't have to, but wow, that would have been amazing. Home and away, well, home dugouts. Sorry, this is the away dugout. Oh my goodness, this is so low down. You don't want to get up in a frenzy, you'll bang your head. Come to the back of the stand. There's another one of those lawyer motifs. Slightly different to the other one. This is what it looks like from the back of the stand. This would be best view of the match. Look at the slope. And here's the hill that they're on. Somebody mowing the garden. View from the corner spot. Imagine how many balls they'd lose without that netting over there. Look at the hill that we're on. As I said, it's got to be one of the most exposed grounds ever in this country. Is this the physio's table? Wow, that's a bit masochistic. Whoa, it looks like a nice old style toilet block as well. Ladies, if you ever wanted to know what a toilet block looks like, it reminds me of an old 1980s football ground. I love this touch right at the back. So the clubhouse is there, but you've also got this kind of picnic table so you could sit down having a pint if you want to. I don't know if that happens during the match, but it's great anyway. Could get your pint knocked out of the ground, out of your hand, mind. Look, on this side of the ground, horses. This side of the ground, football. Could only be County Durham. I mean, never mind exposed, it's got to be one of the prettiest grounds in the country, whether on a sunny day like this or even when there's snow on those hills behind there. It's well worth visiting. It's a pity they only get, I don't know, fewer than 100 people I think per match. But I've just been joined by Steve, who's basically like the groundsman helper out and everything here. He actually painted the motifs and everything. And so like, Steve, tell me about that match against Mansfield in 68 that you were just telling me.
67.
67.
December.
Yeah.
Saturday, all the initial snow on the pitch. Half time, a blizzard coming in, you abandoned us.
Yeah.
It's beautiful here. Until I get the big 1-0 at half time, and then the second half got 5 plus 25 minutes plus the official time.
And did they play Shrewsbury in the next round?
Home to Arsenal.
Yeah.
They win in Shrewsbury, 17 minutes to go, and the equalised, one more. Got beat down there 3 nights later. It was a Thursday night, 6-2, 14,000 crowd.
At Gamehead, yeah, and they would have played Arsenal. And so, did you you were saying like you painted some of the stuff around here. Did you actually paint the stand over there?
Yes, every bit of it. Yeah.
Every bit of it. Because when I came here 25 years ago, it was in right.
Green paint.
And I've just been talking about the new murals and stuff. So what's the story behind those?
Just a bit of duff carry on. It's all imagination.
You just thought them up yourself and did it?
Yes.
What a guy of talent. So what's like the themes behind them? Because they're all different, aren't they?
Just as long as it has a judge shape.
Yeah.
1 or 2 white solid scales and stuff like that.
You've been here for like 60 odd years coming here.
Yes.
Beautiful. When did they put the wind turbine in? Perfect place for it.
15 years back.
15, yeah. I was just saying, like, you probably get fewer than 100 here now, don't you, for the matches? 70 or 80? Yeah, about 120. So, quite a few matches get postponed with the snow and stuff in January.
Mainly fog.
Mainly fog, yeah. I was saying it's got to be one of the highest grounds in the country, if not.
Say the hero books in Derbyshire.
Yeah, yeah, Silverland's down there.
No, for definitely.
Yeah. This is probably more, feels more exposed, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, I'll leave it there. Thanks for telling me that, Steve. Appreciate it. Okay, that wasn't the end of the video. Steve was just telling me a bit more about the Shrewsbury match in 1967. So what happened?
With the Shrewsbury match, just was the centre half, it was just stupid mistake right on the penalty spot.
What was he doing?
Just rolling the ball under his foot about 7 times.
What, when you were winning?
Yes.
Alright.
Then he scored off it.
And that went to a replay? Oh man. That was it, wasn't it, for the FA Cup, really?
Yeah.
Oh well. Any other interesting stuff to tell me before I switch this off?
Not really,
no. But Steve's one of the guys that keeps non-league football going. Unseen heroes who does basically everything, from painting stuff to marking the lines.
Yeah, the goal post.
Every ground's got one, haven't they, Steve?
Yes.
Someone like you, or two. Alright, thanks again. Okay, just before I leave, I've got the chance to go into the clubhouse and see what's in there. Steve's going to show me a few things as we go in. And so this is the inside of the Ironworks Ground clubhouse. Alright. Should we go and have a look? Do you want to point some out to me? About over there. Right, so we've got the Towlaw team picture of 1988 at the FA Vars finalists. And what have we got up here, Steve?
Just from Bobby Robson, he used to be the chairman, I think.
Sir Bobby Robson up there, who came from Langley Park, quite close to here. And what's this picture up here?
What's that one up there, Bob? Do you know?
It's Northern League winners in...
So far away.
Oh, it's alright, it's okay. Old picture anyway. So this old picture here, the Towlaw FC first team winners of the Nursing Cup 1901-2. And underneath we have the team from 98 again, is it? At the Vars final. Over here's the Northern League Champions 94-95. Classic 90s kit. What's this signed one over here? This signed shirt. This one, oh, it's from the Vars final again, and I think it's signed by all of the players by the looks of it, who played in it.
He used to play for Darley, and John Borthwick, can you remember him?
I do remember John Borthwick. It was at Hartlepool as well. I remember him. And just here we have one of probably the oldest picture in here. Towlaw FC winners of the Durham Cup in 1895-96. Formed in 1890, weren't they? I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think
FA Vars again. Yeah, I got that one. And then we also have the scarf from the FA Vars as well, with the team coming back on an open bus through the village. Beautiful. So one final thing to look at here, this portrait of Sir Bobby Robson here, who was actually vice president of the club from 2002 to 2009, and his widow Elsie is current president. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see, just up here we have an old FA England amateur international cap from, what year would that be, Bob? 63, from 1963. All sorts in here. I'm still in the clubhouse and I've got a few bits of memorabilia here to look at. So this one on the left is from the Mansfield match in 67-68. Apparently there was only 2,000 or 3,000 there. But yeah, 5-1 it was to Towlaw for that. There's another picture for it. Another picture of the team, and a picture of a guy here, Tony Law, scored the first goal and was actually working down the pit. And then in the round after that, they played Shrewsbury Town, went to a replay. This was what the programme would have looked like. And this was the crowd for it, which was apparently probably over 6,000. So that was Towlaw against Shrewsbury, 1967-68. Went to a replay. As I said right at the start of the video, if Towlaw had got through, they would have played Arsenal. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay everyone, that's the end of today's video. What an awesome video it's been. I've spent about, well over 2 hours here talking to Steve and then Bob in the clubhouse there. The people who really make non-league football work. Brilliant day. Please subscribe, comment, like and share. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again to Steve and Bob. Take care.